Jose Arieta says, I love accents. However, I think to have a standard accent is the best way when you are a non-native. And I think I kind of agree with that, but I would maybe like to say it a little bit differently. It's not that there should be a standard accent which is a requirement on you to learn. It's more like you should choose the kind of way of speaking that you want to be close to, or the people who you communicate most with, or the sounds that you like most, and then you choose that as your standard, right? So, for example, people often have to make the choice, if they're choosing to study abroad, between British English and American English. Some people really don't like the sound of American English, right? I know people who are extremely annoyed by the sound of American English. And so they chose to study in England because they prefer that sound. I get it. I think American English is annoying too. I don't disagree with that, right? I think I'm annoying. I can't help it though. It's the way I speak naturally. So fine. So you choose British English as what you want to learn, and that is going to influence how you sound in perhaps 5 years. So you've made the choice about what you think is standard, and that's an important difference. It's not that there's some English up there or some Chinese up there that's telling you this is what you have to learn. No, you make choices about, if you're working out, which parts of your body you want to be bigger and which you want to be smaller, right? Some people are building muscles. They want to have huge shoulders. Some people want to be muscular but lean. You make those choices based on what seems to fit you, right? So I would say that's something to think about for yourself. What do you like to listen to? What would you like to sound like? And I have my own goals, right? When I listen to people like Terence McKenna talk, I always think, what can I do to start to sound or be able to express myself in the way that he can express himself? The way that he expresses himself is my standard English. That's what I've chosen as what I want to get closer to. And it helps to have that. It's kind of like a North Star up there in the sky that you can look at and say, this is what I'm moving toward. But that doesn't have to be American English. That doesn't have to be British English. That could be something else. You can define it how you want to define it. But I think it does help to define it. Say what you want to get closer to. Choose a few people who speak a certain way that you really like. When you hear them talk, you think, that's what I'd like to get closer to. And then study them. What is it that they do that allows them to speak in the way that they speak, right? That's what I do with people who I respect or people who I think communicate very, very well. And I watch them and I think about, what can I do to be closer, to get closer to that level? And we're all working towards something. So it's a work in progress. So make it more like it's a journey. It's not something that you have to give yourself a lot of pressure about. Okay. That's a good question. Or rather, it's a good comment. It's not really a question. It's an interesting comment. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. I would really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, and check out my full courses in the links in the description.